Wand braids are everywhere right now, but the styling is what makes them stand out. Let me show you exactly how I achieve this look. In today's tutorial, we're going to be using these Paris curls and in 4 bundles. As for the weaving pattern, this is what we are working with. Remember that low kinky haircut that was trending sometime 2 years back? I made a tutorial video on how to weave that hair, so we are just using that same method of weave to create this wand braids. You can check my YouTube channel to see that video and learn the procedure to weave the hair. So in today's video, I'm just showing you how I crochet it. Like I said in that video, I did a tutorial of the crochet process, so if you follow that procedure you can actually get this, but this is a little bit different from that. I said so because unlike the other video we do single knot, but in today's video we're doing split double knot. So when you take it out, you pass it the first one, you hook it, you bring it out, you pass it on the second part, you hook it like what you see me doing, and you bring it out. So you're just gonna repeat the same procedure. Once you take it out, you cock, like you tighten the knots. With that, it's not going to loosen out. The reason why I'm doing this method is because this extension is a little bit silky, unlike the kinky, so it's gonna lose if you do not do it the split knot double method or double knot split. Anyone shall know that this is what you should do. So just because we want every part to be looking a bit natural and we don't want it too full or too scanty, we're just gonna go ahead and crochet it till we get to the front. A lot of people have different method of which they create this particular style, but I'm using the procedure that I have from years back and also the procedure of my low kinky hairstyle. I'm just using that same technique to create this look, because like 6 years back we used to make this as a hairstyle, but then we do not do this pattern of weaving. We use only kinky, we create it and use our spray hood, and it looks so natural and beautiful. But now it is the upgraded version of that particular hairstyle, because back then you don't pour it, we just pack it and rock the hair and having that natural look for like eternity. I so wish I have that picture of that hairstyle back then. And when you're doing the crochet, you have to make sure that the sizes you're taking are even, that is smaller portion, because when it gets too full it will be difficult for you to style it and also for your clients to style it. We're just gonna go ahead and crochet it all through the hair. You can just pick my technique or you do your own, but most times I prefer the all back weave instead of round weave, because I want it to give me that natural hairline, that kind of vibe. One of the most demanding parts in this hairstyle is the fact that you have to crochet a lot of it, and you are doing the double split method all throughout the crochet process, and that takes a lot of time. So if you have someone to assist you, good. If you do not, just calm down, take it one step at a time. You're gonna finish, don't worry. If you're new in this channel, then you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and at the end of this video let me know your thoughts in the comments. I've used about 2 different extensions creating this particular wand braids, and I've made this style for about 6 persons right now. I won't lie, when I first saw this hairstyle online I hated the hair because it's not giving the natural look it should be giving. But I said let me wait until I create it on a client's hair, then I will know if it's the procedure that they use in styling the hair that is a problem, or it is the hairstyle that is the problem. I did the first tutorial on my first client and I lost the video because my phone was stolen. That is the camera, the phone I use in shooting the video. Very detailed tutorial that was in that phone, and the phone was stolen, so I lost everything, all the video tutorials I've been creating to share with you guys. So while making it on the second client, I decided to share this video with you so you can also learn the process I'm using to create mine. This is going to be very interesting because you would not want to miss out this procedure. When you're done crocheting everything, this is what it should be looking like. It is also extremely beautiful even without forming the whole blah 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 stuff. Don't mind me. Not to be sincere, I'm not lying, it actually looks beautiful even without having that. Okay, look at this thing now, it's looking so beautiful and Lovely. Now this is a part where you will have to become slow and take your time while creating this part. A soft toothbrush is not going to work on this, so you have to get a hard toothbrush, and you have to be careful so you do not hurt your client's skin. Go as slow as possible and be patient, because this particular extension is a little bit difficult than the other extension I told you about. Now what we're trying to create here is we're trying to make the edges to be looking rough, that kind of vibe. So we're just using our brush to scrape it out and give that rough look. I'm going to allow you to watch this part of the video, and when it's time for me to say the next thing you're gonna do, then I will be back. Make sure to watch this video till the end. Do not fast forward, because every step is important in this video. When you're done with all the brush stuff, this is what it should be looking like. It should be looking like your natural hair. Now we're going with our glue. Unlike my previous video where I was using that glue that looks like super glue, I noticed that it is sensitive to my skin, so I stopped using it on clients also. When creating this kind of looks, I do not like following every other person's style, so I needed to create something that is gonna look like a natural hairline. You get. If you already know how to do frontal install, you just use that same process and go ahead. But if you do not know how to do frontal install, you can check my page. I already have tutorial videos on how to install frontal. With that, you'll be able to use that method of glue application and use it on this particular one, and it's still gonna work perfectly. For the back, you're gonna go in with extremely thin layer, because we do not want the glue to be too much on the person's hair, irrespective of the fact that even if you go in 4 layers, it's still not going to last more than a week, especially the back. And immediately it gets clears, that is when you start attaching your extension on it. So spread thin layer like this. I did only 1 layer on the back because I do not want it to be too much on the person's hair. I always work with time, so I just proceed to sticking the stuff I did. I don't know, like the rough stuff, just sticking it on the glue and pressing it down like what you see me doing. It is best to press it down when the hair is still sticky, because if it's dried, it's not going to lay. That is why I said if you do not know the technique of frontal install, you're still gonna mix this out. I proceed to lay down the back also, like the edges and all those parts, because I want it to have that natural look, you know. Once I'm done laying it down, the next thing is to use my elastic band and band the head. So instead of doing one part, you wait for the next one. I just apply everything and band everywhere together. While waiting for the elastic band, like allowing it to sit for a while, I'll go ahead and detangle the curls, So I use a little bit of conditioner with water to mix it. Then I use my hand to detangle the curls properly. Next, I'll go ahead and start using my scissors to trim the hair a little bit, depending on the length your client wants. So I just trim it. But the way I trim it in a little bit of layers because I do not want it to just be straight on the tip side. Now, just because I'm using this particular Paris curls extension, that is why I am trimming it in this motion, and I'm trying to form a layer on the hair. So you can decide to just trim yours straight or down, after which I take out the elastic band, and this should be what you should be having as yours. You see how it is looking so natural and beautiful. Hope you're not trying to end this video here because there's still a lot you need to learn in this video. So now I'm just showing her the patterns that she can create it, etc. I think I kind of like it when it is C-part, and I like that it is having this layered look. It's so beautiful. The excitement alone tells us that she loves her look already. So if you're doing yours, you should wait for that excitement. That look when you're just done with it and they want to see what they look like. Listen, if you have not liked this video, I would like you to press that thumbs up, like this video already, because come on, look at the outcome now. You've learned something that nobody has shared with you today. Proceeding to still doing videos because I needed to show you the poured pattern, that is when they pour the hair, what you should be having before we're gonna pack the hair and show you what it's gonna look like after that. It's the excitement for me. That reminds me, I have a YouTube channel with the name Life with Pere. That particular channel is just everything about me personally, aside from this brand. So if you want to know more about me, more about my personal life, things I like, things I don't like, etc., kindly subscribe to that YouTube channel and enjoy Life with Pere with me. Let's get back to business. So before you even think of packing the hair, kindly use your band to band it back, because you would not want to use force to pull off what you've already laid down. You can use any hair band you have, but I'm using my rubber band and I'm using this trending method, which is extremely way less stressful. I'm just using my hand to arrange the curls. I told you, depending on the length, it's because I trimmed it in a layered form. That is why the curls up here is giving us layers. Can you see how beautiful it is? Let's unveil the look and let's see what it looks like after which. Even me, I wasn't anticipating to see what it looks like when I take out the elastic band, and voila, this is what it looks like. Jesus, this is so beautiful. I admire this look. In fact, I admire my work. Now this video was made without filter, so you can see how the hairline is, how the hair looks, the original color of the extension, the original curls of the extension, everything is giving what. Let me know in the comments what you think about this look. If you're gonna be trying this look, or you do not like the trendy hairstyle, or you like it now that you've seen this result. In my next video, I'm gonna be showing you the color 30 of this particular extension, having it on a dark skinned girl. This is a close-up of what it looks like. You can see how natural it is. It's so beautiful, I won't lie. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this tutorial, if it was detailed enough. If you have any question you want to ask me, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is the look for the other extension I was telling you about. You see how natural it is using this particular color. It's so beautiful. Also, let me know in the comments if you prefer this particular extension to the first extension we used, or if you love this color more than the other color. Thanks for watching this video. See you in my next tutorial video. Bye.